Every year, the pavement on the Suncoast comes alive with 3D illusions and fine art. The International Chalk Festival is celebrating 10 years of astounding creativity, and artist Lori Escalara has been here the entire 10-year period. What a record, Lori.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. It's nice to be here today.
And thank you for bringing an artist along with you.
Anton Polverente from Australia.
Ah.
And so he isn't even from close by. You really brought him.
International.
Yeah, we have approximately 200 artists that come from 34 countries, and that doesn't even include the ones that come locally, regionally, and from the States. So yeah, there's like an amazing array of the world's best chalk artists that come to this event.
Now, some people are doing 3D and some people are doing traditional.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Well, today we brought a traditional piece for you to watch Anton work on. We started on it yesterday and had a few artists helping. And the traditional is the reproduction of master artwork or an original artwork that's done in an academic master style.
Speaking of recreation, we just saw a shot where there's like a little sheet of paper on there that you've like gridded, put a grids on it.
A graph sort of.
So how do you go from a small picture of an example and then turn it into this humongous piece?
It's hard to do a large piece. Your eye goes in a straight line, and you can't really work on a large space without having something that's proportionally gridded out. So we start with small gridded art, and we work square by square. So 1 inch equals 1 foot on, say, a piece of paper. So 1 inch on the paper turns out to be maybe 1 foot on the pavement, but in this case we did it like 9 inches. So there's a proportional relationship that allows you to expand it to a 12 by 24 foot size.
What about the 3D? How is that different now?
So the 3D is, it's an amazing illusion that you can only see from one vantage point, and it has a point where there's usually a set of feet that are put on the ground, which is the singular vantage point where you will see the illusion correctly.
Wow.
So when you walk by in any other spot, you can't see, you see this really distorted, funky thing. And it was engineered back in the 1600s in a famous painting called The Ambassador. And it was meant to be so that the painting could be seen when you're walking up a stairwell, so that your eyes see it from the stairway at an exact point going up the landing. And so we've taken that illusionistic practice and turned it into a illusion on the street, and that was pretty much made famous by Kurt Wenner, who we call the god of street painting, who will be at the festival this weekend. And he will be doing either a traditional or an illusion. He usually does a huge illusionistic piece. And there will be many artists that are world famous and renowned for their illusionistic pieces, like Leon Kier will be there. He's very well known. And Kurt will be there, and Marion and Gregor will be there doing a huge piece. They did the Avatar piece last year. If you happen to see that, it was very large. And the illusionistic ones are so large that they start in paint most of the time, working in a tempera paint on the ground that comes off with water. And then on top of that, in the front where there's a lot of detail, you'll see it'll be done probably in some chalk as an overlay.
This thing has grown so much over the years. It's
Yes.
just exploded. What's new this year?
We will have a couple things that everybody should be prepared to come see. One will be the Chalk Museum, so there will be an interactive display of each year the themes that we had over the 10 years. So it'll be, I think, identified by the various themes that we had and the paraphernalia that went with those themes. And then we're going to have a curated section this year, which is a culmination of the contemporary chalk artists that have committed their lives to street painting in the art form, and that have contributed to the festival in some various important and significant ways. And online, we've put a catalog up, and bio or raison d'etre, which is the reason for being for pavement art, a catalog of the history and the individual artists.
Oh, this is great.
Yes.
Oh, it is so much fun. And don't miss it. It is going to be November 10th through the 13th at the Venice Airport Fairgrounds. For more information, you can visit the 2017 Chalk Festival website. Next, a Suncoast resident went up against some sharks, some investment sharks. We'll tell you how she did.